Thank you for being with us. We begin tonight with a Fox 10 News alert out of Scottsdale, where two people have been hit by a car. Skyfox over the scene near Lincoln and Scottsdale Road. The injuries do not appear life-threatening, according to police, but Scottsdale Road, it is shut down in this area while officers investigate, so keep that in mind if you're traveling through this part of town tonight. And a Fox 10 News alert in Tempe, where a motorcycle rider has been killed in a crash with an SUV. This is a live look right now at the Loop 202, where traffic is backed up near McClintock, and you can see that several lanes, in fact, it looks like 3 lanes right now, including the HOV lane, are closed down, but the right lanes are still open, but traffic just really crawling along through this area tonight because of all of those closures of those lanes as a result of this accident. Stay with Fox 10 as we get more updates as more information becomes available. A Flagstaff man is going to prison for murdering his wife. A judge sentenced him to 16 years behind bars. Daniel Paduchowski pleaded guilty this past summer to killing 45-year-old Kelly Paduchowski. An emotional hearing this afternoon in Flagstaff, and Fox 10's Lauren Clark has the day's courtroom developments.
A very emotional day here in court as those who knew Kelly best sobbed during their impact statements. Daniel Paduchowski, her husband, was sentenced to 16 years flat in her death. Police arrested Paduchowski for the murder of his wife this past summer. He first reported his wife missing after telling police she went out for a jog and swim and never returned on June 30th. Shortly after, police suspected Daniel, who pled guilty to Kelly's murder in July. As part of a plea deal, he pled guilty to second-degree murder and led police to her body and other evidence. Today, a motive was revealed. Loved ones say Kelly was going to divorce Daniel and told him this. It was also revealed he tried to cover up the murder through texting Kelly's mom on her phone and went biking with the phone to suggest she was still alive. Daniel admitted to the judge that he felt something overtake him when he killed her and told her family he was sorry. Inside the courtroom, loved ones of Kelly shared how she was a kind, courageous, and loving mother. A statement was read on their behalf after court adjourned.
The family also thanks law enforcement for their thorough investigation and the county attorney's office for facilitating this really swift resolution of this case that has allowed the family to begin to heal. And finally, the family is really grateful for the outpouring of love and support from everyone in the Flagstaff community that they've received.
Daniel was also sentenced today on lesser charges surrounding the death. However, they will run concurrently with his 16-year sentence. He is not eligible for any type of early release. Reporting here in Flagstaff, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.
A young man shot and wounded during a home invasion earlier this year in Surprise has been arrested in a deadly killing in Levine. Officers say 19-year-old Kaysa Nelson opened fire early Sunday morning near 35th Avenue and Baseline, killing 26-year-old Gabriel Gillespie. And police say that the shooting stemmed from a party at a rental home nearby. They say that Kaysa and another person shot at each other. Detectives say it's unclear if Gillespie was caught in the crossfire or was the intended target. Nelson has been booked on weapons violations charges. A developing story in Glendale where 2 people are dead in an apparent murder-suicide. Police say that they found the bodies of a man and a woman in their 20s earlier today while they were conducting a welfare check at an apartment near 79th Avenue and Union Hills. Officers were called out after they say that family had not heard from one of the people for a few days.
This is a tragic event, not only for our officers and investigators involved that have to see this scene, but I mean, just consider the family are the ones that encountered this. The family are the ones that saw this scene. They're the ones that reported it. It has to be, I can imagine, it has to be horrific for them.
And the names of the 2 people killed have not yet been released. On camera, a suspect wanted for pistol whipping 2 employees during an armed robbery in Pinal County. Deputies say the young man was wearing a mask and went into a business yesterday afternoon with a gun near State Route 84 and Stanfield Road in Stanfield. The community is located about 13 miles west of Casa Grande. After assaulting the employees, deputies say the man got away with a small amount of cash. Anyone who might recognize him is being asked to come forward. Well, there's an effort to stop shopping carts in their tracks, at least the theft of them, before reaching city streets. Under a proposed ordinance in Phoenix, stores would be required to install locking mechanisms on their shopping carts. Supporters say that this would help cut down on the city's blight. Fox 10's Ashley Rodriguez has more on this tonight.
You usually see shopping carts being hauled around by the homeless, but they're starting to end up in neighborhoods, and residents are complaining. Now, you can't just call a service to get the carts picked up and returned, but the city wants to prevent the carts from leaving the lot in the first place. In the city of Phoenix, you can find shopping carts on the streets, in the parks, in the alleys, and even in the canals.
It's not a good look for Phoenix.
It's why the city of Phoenix is considering passing an ordinance that would require stores install locking mechanisms on their carts and an electronic perimeter around their lots or face a fine.
Unfortunately, we've seen an increase in the number of abandoned shopping carts.
Phoenix's Neighborhood Services says just under 8,000 carts were retrieved last year, half of which came from Walmart and Fry's. Security at one store had an estimated 50 carts stolen over the past few weeks.
Sometimes I come here, there's no carts, I'm like, damn, I can't do nothing about that.
Some stores already have carts with wheels that lock if they leave the perimeter, but they often break. Some carts are just borrowed and left behind when the buyer doesn't want to make the return trip, but most are stolen at night by homeless who need to store their belongings. The majority of the carts are found along the 19th and 27th Avenue corridors, but you can see in this graphic, carts are found across the city. I asked this man what he would do if the law is passed.
No, find another way.
The Arizona Food Marketing Alliance, which represents retailers, says installation of the locking system alone would cost $50,000.
Could be up to $10,000 a year in maintenance, so it is quite a cost.
But there's similar ordinances in Glendale, Peoria, Maricopa, and Avondale, and the city says stores there haven't left.
When we have visitors and CEOs and folks who are coming in to look at whether or not they want to bring our businesses to Phoenix or they want families to move here, that's just not something we want folks to see.
So what are the next steps? Well, Councilwoman O'Brien says that they're going to continue to meet in subcommittees. They're going to bring in the retailers, and they're going to sit around the table and try to hash out a deal, especially with the smaller businesses that may not be able to afford this new ordinance. Maybe there's a chance for compromise. She says that she expects the ordinance to be on the agenda and up for a vote in the next few months. In Phoenix, Ashley Rodriguez, Fox 10 News.
The Goodyear Police Department unveils a new statue illustrating the bond between police and the community. That statue is called Better Together, and it was showcased during a dedication this morning. It shows a young boy playing baseball talking to two Goodyear police officers.
A moment in time between a small boy and two police officers. A moment in time that represents a foundation of trust with our community, a spirit of service, and most importantly, our bright future.
The statue was created by artists from the Goodyear Arts and Culture Commission.